In this video overview, I'm going to show you how you can change the audio file format if you're having problems with your QuickTime audio podcast files. Now, there are different versions. I can't tell you which one works and which ones don't in Google Slides and Google Docs and Google Drive. But if you use your QuickTime, which I have QuickTime here, I found it in my applications folder, and I want to do an audio recording. I will, again, click on that little tiny arrow to make sure my microphone is on, and then I click, and I record. I might read a book, I might read a poem, I might whatever. So when I stop it, I can listen, click, and I record. And then I go to the red dot, and I can save it. So I'm going to call it testing, and I'm going to save it on my desktop. So it saves on my desktop. All right, so I'm looking here for testing. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. It's saving it as testing.m4a. Now, that seems to work on my Google Drive and my slides, etc. But some people, depending on their version, they're having difficulties. So here's a little tip. If you would, I'm going to zoom in here, click once. You can see that the name of the file is there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click behind the dot, and I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to start .mp3. Oops, I can't have two. .mp3. And then what I'm going to do is when I click outside of it, it says, hey, you're changing it from an M4A to M4. I'm going to say use MP3. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my drive. So here's my drive. And I am going to make a folder. And when I click on that folder, I'm going to say multimedia. And that could be videos, it could be audio. And I'm going to put in a little asterisk in front of it so it's easier for me to find. And so now when I go to my drive, I'm looking for that multimedia. It's right here, but if I control click and I say share, they've changed the sharing look. So just so you know, you gotta go right here. You gotta change this because you want to change the way this looks. So when you click on this, you need to then decide, is it private, only me, only people at North Clackamas, or anybody with the link? So I'm going to say anybody with the link and say they can view and copy that link and say done. Okay. Now when I go to open up a slideshow, so let me open up this one. I'm going to go file, I'm going to go insert audio, and I'm going to just go to recent, but there it is, and I'm going to select it, and it's going to put it right in my file, and I click on it. Just, record. It's super easy. Okay, and there's some options that are right here that you can take a look at. So just a couple suggestions if you're inserting audio and using QuickTime.